What is the message for July? I know we're on July 3rd already, but what is the message for July? For those of us who are enlightened, feeling a little burned out, um, let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well. I will say, mm-hmm, um, hmm, I will say that the energy underneath, oh, this is nice. The energy underneath, though, is the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is overthinking. This is spiraling. This is doom scrolling. This is all of that. And it's the Lovers. So I think right off the bat, the question is, what are you allowing yourself to be attracted to? What are you allowing in your space? What are you allowing yourself to be married to? Is it going to be the doom scrolling? Is it going to be the overthinking? Is it going to be the fear and panic? If that's going to be your problem, then everything that you're wishing is getting the energy you give it. Thank you for the flowers. So, what I'm seeing here, though, following these two cards, are these two cards. And that's the Six of Swords in reverse. And that is the Four of Wands in reverse. I mean, not in reverse, excuse me. Six of Swords in the upright, Four of Wands in the upright. Now, here's the interesting thing. In the other decks, you have someone guiding the boat. You have someone, doing the steering. This is saying hands off. The crows often have a spiritual meaning. And for instance, in indigenous, a lot of them see the crows or the ravens or whatever as brothers or really intelligent. They're known to be tricky. They're known to, a lot of different things. But in this particular deck, this also can represent your guides, your angels, your intuition. Hands off. Just follow it. Let it lead you through these turbulent waters. Because celebration is waiting, right? And in fact, it's not only waiting, but it's begging you to celebrate now. The energies that are out there, oh, thank you, are dark enough. And you have to bring your light in. And this is through community. This is Four of Swords, Four of Wands. She's not by herself. Even with the White House in the background, even with the desolate and barren land in the background, she's still finding joy. Joy in community, joy with abandonment, and joy in the enlightenment, because this is that spiritual energy here. And as we were talking in our moon readings with one of our lovely members, joy in itself is dancing and channeling and being embodied with the spirit, the light, the love. We have to counter all this darkness. We have to counter the desolate desert of despair and unknown. We have to counter all this evil with positivity, light, and the kind of energy that is lasting and contagious. That's what we actually have to put out in this world. And we need to remember that we're the ones who actually create it. We are the Queen of Wands. We are magic in itself. And a lot of us are disconnected or do not remember. So this is a time for us to figure that out. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting here saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to be. I don't know where to go. Well, honey, let them take the blindfolds off of you. They're not fighting you. They're fighting to free you. And trust that you're going to be okay, that you are going to be protected, that you are going to find the alignment when you let go, trying to steer in the darkness, filled with despair and overthinking. Because again, community is where we need to be. There's a 10 of Cups here. Again, a completion is coming. We're not 20 years down the road. We're not 100 years of oppression. This is not going to be that. We're not going to do 400 years of slavery. This is not going to be that. because we are equipped and we're knowledgeable and we have access to communication that nobody in the past did. And we can create our communities and be with our people who mean something to us, but who also helps fill our cups. Okay? That said, it's also a reminder to stop giving your power away. Just because someone has their hand out, just because the news is there, just because someone says breaking news, just because the devastation is there, does not mean you have to give it your energy all the time. You are allowed to pluck your energy back and save that for later, for when you have the capacity to continue looking there. And again, community, sisterhood, and remembering who you are. The answers are there for you to grab if you just let them be. If you just be. Sit in stillness, sit in silence. If you're one of the water babies like us, take the shower, go to the beach, do whatever brings you to the water, and listen, surrender. If you notice her hands are up, her hands are off, just like the Six of Swords is, just like the Fool card. Stop fighting this moment and start allowing the blindfolds to fall. And then turn your back on the things that are not going to serve your future. Because July is going to be wild. July has the power to steal your attention and your belief that things will get better. But the truth and the answer is you have a choice. And your choices are obvious. They are blatant. They're in your face. You don't have to choose this slithering thing. You don't have to choose the dragon. You don't have to choose the bad choice. You do get to call your power back and use some of that to protect yourself. So the collective energy reading for July is you have a choice. You can overthink and then be anxious, depressed, afraid, become a doomer yourself. You can give your power away. Or you can remember who you are, get in community with people who feed you, who fill you, who see you. And then you have a different victory. You have one that you get to share with the same people who want to be around you, with you, and for you. And you'll be nurtured. And you'll find your spot in the sun very soon. But if you notice, those hands are up in surrender. This is the moment you stop fighting for what was and stop fighting against what will be and let go and be in what is, because it will all be revealed. So you have a choice. July is pretty interesting, isn't it? We have a choice. We have a choice. I like that. So I don't feel bad about not watching things today. Good morning. I'm not doing anything personal, but I don't feel bad about it because you do have a choice to not deal with that. Keep your head where it needs to be. Keep looking up, and you will be released from the devil who wants to control your soul and who wants to sow seeds of dissension and contention and despair. You are now in a new era where you are going to be free to explore, to create, to discover who you are. But again, it is with abandon. It is with your hands free. Other than this, you got to hold on to hope. You have to hold on to hope. Have to hold on to faith. And it will release you. It will release you when you start to see things a different way. No, you do not have to give them your attention. That does not make you a bad person to not look. That does not make you a bad person to not shed a tear today. That's not a bad person. That is someone who is strengthening themselves so that they can be prepared to fight another day. And today just isn't that one, right? So this is, we're going to end here because this is the last two cards I flipped here. This is legacy. This is family. This is fast. We're not going to be in this forever. I promise you we're not. I promise you you're not. But we have to believe that. And then we have to get in community with other people who believe that. We cannot be hanging around people who say we're cooked. Those people are not in alignment with you. And if you want to be a Power Ranger and get with other people, we can do that too. And we can make some kind of monster that comes up and defeats Rita Skeeter. It's absolutely hold the light. But it's also remembering that we are light. We are energy. We are star. We are powerful. And all this darkness is getting to be because we don't shine. The wonderful thing about light is it's contagious. Darkness isn't. Darkness is suffocating, but a light lights other lights and chases away the darkness. So don't let the darkness consume you. Choose you at times and turn your back to it. Isn't that great? Yes, it's the women who say that at the end. And I actually like that movie that came out with the women. Maybe it was a movie, maybe it was a TV show. I think it was a movie. I like it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So I got chills all up and down reading that. So that's definitely the message. There's definitely an alignment. And I'm so excited about what's new and what's coming. Even if it is somebody sharing information about the fact of what we knew happened in November. And guess what we get to say? I told you so. We get to say, I told you so. Because listen, let me tell you something I told you. I know this is our private, this is our personal reading, this is our collective reading. But let me show you what they just showed me right quick. Page of Cups and the Tower card. It's inevitable. You can put it off all you want to, but it's coming. It's coming, y'all. It is right around the corner. They broke their social contract, and now it's pitchforks and torches time. Game on. Y'all, we have to remember this is going to be some good TV in about 10 years. All right. So that's our collective message, and I love that. All righty. I'm going to clear the space. Where were we going now? I did the collective message. I did Jack is back. Let's talk about this active duty guy who just got arrested. The active duty guy. What was his name? Can somebody look up his name for me, please? The active duty guy who just got arrested. Which cards are we using for him? The active duty guy who just got arrested. And then collective message. All right. Did anybody catch his name? What cards are we using? All right. We're going to do What Lies Beneath, and we're going to do We just, are we doing the letter again? Did we just get a letter? 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 Oh, we're talking about the active duty guy. You want to play the We Just Got a Letter? Active duty guy. Active duty Air Force Major. Jason. I like that name. It just reminds me of Jason Bourne. Go get him. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Okay. Right. So Watson was initially escorted by Representative Al Green. It's so funny his name is Al Green. And he was given lawful orders to stop the demonstration in a restricted area of the Capitol because U.S. military regulations, the DoD Directive 1344.10, strictly prohibits active duty military service members from engaging in political activities in uniform and severely limit public criticism of elected officials. Watson is currently facing a military investigation and potential incarceration. And trust me, he knew all of this. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I just saw the light. We got a friend here. We just got it. And I'm getting chills, chills, chills. Okay. We just got a letter. Why are you telling me we just got a letter? Why are you telling me we just got a letter? Why are you telling me we just got a letter? Okay. He got a letter. Was it duty assignments? Was it okay. He called the war an unconstitutional usurpation of Congress authority. Okay. What else? We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. He just got a letter. He just got a letter. Is it that he had got assigned? We just got a letter. When the President of the U.S. orders military action against foreign countries absent an emergency scenario where American interests are under imminent dire threat, as was done with Cuba, Venezuela, and Iran, that's an unconstitutional usurpation of Congress authority and a violation of the War Powers Clause. These violations resulted in the deaths of 13 service members and injuries of hundreds more. For this, the President and the Vice-President must be impeached, convicted, and removed. He later stood on the steps holding a sign that said, impeach, convict, remove. Time to sell those shirts, isn't it? He was arrested in an area that's open to the public, but where protesting is prohibited. Why'd you give me all these? We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Okay. Staying stuck once felt safer than risking the truth. All right. That's what took him so long. Oh, they had a shirt for that? Comparison distorted what was already enough. You stayed loyal to what was already leaving. Weak roots collapse under pressure. Fragility marks where truth is tender. Settling always breeds resentment. Wanting more broke the old pattern. Clarity doesn't comfort you, it confronts you. This feels like him, especially. And reality cracked what fantasy could not sustain. I mean, he became an officer for a reason. And the energy underneath it was, what feels heavy is what you refuse to release. I can definitely put these together to talk about how he's been disillusioned. He no longer feels like he needs to honor an oath or a rule when the person who's supposed to be his example, his leader, is not. It's interesting that he calls just for theirs, but he doesn't mention that other guy, the drunkard. Okay, let's look at the major. Can you show me the major? We just got a letter. So did somebody write him and ask him? How old is he? Does he have family? We just got a letter. Okay, please show me him. Are we using these? No. Oh, why did I grab these? I just grabbed these. What did we use? Oh, I was looking for the other deck. Okay. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Okay, what letter? Oh no. Did I lose those cards? Oh, the Mystic Forest. I forgot about you. I wonder who it's from. I do too. Shoot. Who is the letter from? We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Who is the letter from? Oh, I know where they are. These are the cards I dropped. Yep. Okay. I wonder who it's from. San Diego State Educational. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Oh, I put these in the wrong card. Wow. I sure did. Because these are the doodles. Is that why you were telling me? Yeah, okay. I was going to have the wrong cards. All right. Show me the major. What was his name again? Jason. Oh, yeah. Ooh. This is interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you the energy first of the foundational card here. So we're looking at Judgment and the World card. Why is she not wearing a bra? Hold on. I got to give her a bra. I don't understand the need to make these people naked. Okay. So Judgment. So we're looking at reflection, reckoning, awakening, spiritual calling. He finally can't take any more. That makes sense. And then the World card, delayed success. I like that word. I like that phrase. Because as I was reading that, I still feel like he's going to be vindicated. I feel like he's going to have his sentence commuted or whatever, like be reinstated. Because it says incomplete and failed attempts, yes, yes, stagnation, yes. But delayed success is chilling my head. So that's the energy of him. He is in his he's in his purpose right now. And his purpose is to be the first, this is history. He's going to be the first active duty to say something at this time. And he's reflecting. And he's alone in doing that. So, all right. So like I said, the cards that hit the table is he's doing something completely silly. This is so silly because the rules are there and he would know the rules. You have to know them. And the one of you cannot protest against an active executive, whatever it just said. That's a big one. And you would know that. And not only did he read it out, say it out, he also wore it. So this was, I'm not backing down. I'm convicted to do this. Okay? And he said why. So when he is found credible, so be it. We're going to have to reinstate or whatever the words are correctly. Then we have the Queen of Wands here. This is extremely interesting because I'm like, we got a letter. This Queen of Wands energy, like, is really interesting for me because, okay, Page of Cups, this is, again, spirituality, creativity, happy news, silliness, because it's a fish in a cup, and look, there's a dolphin in the back. Like, maybe there was some delusion to doing this. There was, because, like, why is he doing it alone? But I don't think he's going to be alone very long. When I first heard this story, I saw dominoes, and he was the first to fall. He was the first to set the motion of falling. Okay? Then, the Queen of Wands, these both came out at the same time. And I'm chilling on this. I'm getting chills. So this is a big deal. Now, this Queen of Wands has 2 lions and a cat. And she has a cheetah print outfit. She's vivacious, independent, funny, and confident. I don't want to call him a queen. I don't think that's it. And she's fire energy, y'all. She's fire energy. I need clarity on this Queen of Wands here. Because a page and a queen, this feels like someone who... Whoa, wait a second. Who's the female who was part of that video? Because the fact that he had an escort in Al Green, so he had an escort. Did Al just join him later, or did Al actually walk into that space? Does anybody know that particular part? And I can't believe the Qatar plane is even ready. It's only been a year. How is it ready? These people really want to throw so much shit in our face. You didn't watch it. You just heard briefly about it. Short clip. Will be outraged at holding him also by Millie. Yeah. I mean, they had to arrest him. He broke the law. Like, truly did break the law. That said, it's going to be different. Okay. Oh, the letter came back. Okay, let me look up Air Force Jason. Because this article doesn't say that he was escorted. The other article did. I want to see if he was literally escorted as in walked there, or if Al was just there. Don't sing Al Green, child. I'm so in love with you. I mean, I'm going to. Whatever you want to do. I don't know. I forgot the words anyway. It's all I believe. Okay. Snopes. Let's see what Snopes says. I caught Snopes in a lie once. Let's see what Snopes says. You're hearing attorney right now. I think it's an attorney who works in the government. You know, Queen of Wands tends to be Jasmine and Melanie for me. So I'm Varicorious. I'm also wondering if this could possibly be one of the chicks who's in that don't follow unauthorized or illegal orders video. Okay. Yeah, they didn't arrest him until Al Green walked away. Why did Al Green leave? Well, how long did he stand there? He faces up to 20 years in prison. He knew exactly what he was risking and did it anyway. Let me tell you how this is going to ignite a fire. Why did Al Green leave him? Because here's the picture. Did he not think it was going to go long? Did he think the guy was going to walk away too? All right, so there's Al right there. There he is in front of the Capitol, I guess. I don't know what that is. I think it's the Capitol. Um, and we got press information stuff here, so this is kind of planned. Are any of these people arrested? That's the picture. It's a clip from a YouTube video. Okay, so he knew what he was doing, and he did it. There's a Queen of Wands standing beside him. Is it his convictions? That was definitely planned and just part of it. Yes. Okay. Let me see something really quickly. Why did I need to finish this? But well, okay. Why did Al leave? That's disturbing me. Why did he leave? But first, who is this Queen of Wands with regards to Major Jason? Who is this Queen of Wands? What does this mean? Because this is the foundation of reading, so if I don't understand it, we're going to have a hard time. Now remember, the energy beneath this is the Judgment card and the World in Reverse card. Delayed success. That could be a lawyer. It absolutely could. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Is this a tip-off? Let me... Girls, ladies. Ladies. First of all, I got the same two cards. I got Judgment and the World. One, okay? Look. There is the World card in reverse. There's Judgment right there. But look who else I got. I got the Tower. She came here and has... Who else I got? The Empress. There's some female energy behind this, y'all. There's some big-ass female energy behind this. But the ones that's hitting the table, let's talk about these first, and then we're going to get over here. Whoa. Okay. I know it's late, y'all. Let me hurry this up. Okay. We're talking about this Queen of Wands energy here. Boom. Ace of Pentacles. He is going to get exactly what he came to do. He came to get arrested. It's a tip-off. That was his personal power, the Ace of Wands. And he did it in front of the cameras. That's a tip-off because of the Three of Swords. He's not committing treason. He's pointing out the fact that they are. He is extremely supported. Extremely, like chills up my body supported. Because he has now dared the military to do something. This was a match. This was a match. This was on purpose. The arrest was deliberate. Because the energy to this power is the Tower. Down goes Frazier. The laundry is thrown out. The gauntlet is thrown down. Again, the Judgment card in the same way. Upright. I was going to say in reverse again. Same way. Judgment, judgment. This is pointing fingers. I'm not afraid. I'm going to point the finger. We know this is wrong. And he included all three of those countries on purpose because the Venezuela is going to be part of the downfall and it's going to sweep up those gas companies. Now, interesting, I'm going to get to this real quick. Interestingly, right under the Judgment card was a whistleblower. This feels extremely big because on one level, this was actually a distraction. Something else was taking place. Something else in the background was taking place. Because I see a Three of Pentacles in reverse here. So there's some meeting, some secret thing that's happening that this was in front of. Okay, there's a sacrifice to this. He, as the Page of Swords, there's a sacrifice to this. Because y'all remember, we always had that spy in a camp kind of thing going on. Like there was somebody who was reporting back to Christy or Blondie. So I think this is like, it was me. I did it. I was the one. Okay, I'm arrested. Nobody else has plans. Other people have plans. Other people have plans. Other people have plans. Other people in uniform have plans. This was a distraction or decoy, to use last night's word. Okay, because the World card came again in reverse, just like it did here. So if we're talking delayed success, that's what we're talking. And he dragged in those three world events that are going on illegally. And then we have two more things. We have that this was a betrayal, and we have the Empress. The Empress is calling attention to her belly. She's calling attention to the stars. She's nameless. She's faceless. She is who we did it for. So this is calling attention to all of it. And what's interesting is these two cards that just came out here at the last. It's a gauntlet thrown. The Ten of Cups in reverse. We're not a family anymore. He is not our dad. He's not the head. He is the traitor in the house. And that's the Ten of Swords saying that. He has betrayed us. He and Shady. I don't know why. The other two were not scooped into this. But I think we'll get there. These are end cards as well. So this was the decoy. Here's the plan. I'm the one. We did it. Look no further. I'm out here. So that's a tip off. It's a tip off. There are other military personnel who are sick of the imbalance. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. And they're going to put an end to it. We said there were people going behind. Exactly. He went straight for the head. Okay. That's interesting. So this Queen of Wands is telling me that there is a partnership and he was the little fish in it, literally. Because we go from page, we skip the knight, and the knight is our uniform people, our law enforcement type of people. We go from page to straight queen. This is an internal thing that's happening. Hey, Leslie. Okay, so, ooh, wee. All right, so what's challenging our boy Jason, Major Jason? What's the challenge for him and what he's doing? What is the challenge? This is like staring at me, bro. Clarity doesn't comfort you. It confronts you. Ooh, there's our knight, and it's in reverse. They are not going to be riding for the G-Mint. There's the Ten of Cups. There's something different here. Something different. Something swinging differently. All right, what hit here? His challenge. It's a lot of challenge. Okay, again, there's the uncertainty, the Two of Swords, weighing his options, knowing that he is breaking the law. I'm not sure where Al Green plays into this, so I'm going to have to try to ferret that out for a second. But there's the Four of Pentacles. There's something, okay, one, trying to save the country, right? So that's an obvious thing. But I think this is him trying to keep a lid on actual plans. Now, it says greed, possessiveness, hoarding, control. I think this is a control issue, meaning he went out, and I think to control attention. I'm here, I'm by myself. There's no way he's by himself. There's literally no way he's by himself. There's a judgment in reverse. How will they see me? That is a thing, right? Also, the doubt. Yeah, the doubt about it. And then we have the Hermit, right? So the search for the truth, the inner guidance, the standing out alone, being the one to stand out alone, being the one having to shine the light, that it was a challenge. And then not having control, like trying to break the cycle here. This is definitely one of his things that he is running up against in this. I got the Page of Cups and the Queen. He's not by himself. There's no way he's by himself. Were any of these pentacles? Yeah. I think the Four of Pentacles too, I think he has direct orders to report, or he did. I think he was getting ready to be shipped out. Because if you look at this face, that face right there, like, no. I think he had orders. Yeah, there's no way he's alone. There's absolutely no way he's alone. There's no way. Like, I'm getting chills about just even telling you. Like, there's no way he's alone. All right, so what happened in the past? What got Jason, Major Jason, to being the guy for us? Of course, the G-Mint. This blatant disregard for their lives, for the Constitution, for everything. This is rebellion. So absolutely. Yeah, that girl's, because we didn't do it, Carly. That's the thing. The minute I heard about it, I knew Izzy did it. I knew we didn't do it. And then for us to go, we did it, I was like, did they tell you to say that? And you can see from the destruction they just did to those tunnels, supposedly, over in Leba, that We didn't do it. That is evil. We got stupid here. But that level of evil of the girls, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We didn't do it. I know we didn't. Anyway, the energy under this rebellion, Page of Wands, y'all, there is literally an organization. They have been organizing. They have been organizing. Because here's the hangman. And the hangman in reverse is stalling, needless sacrifice, resistance. Look at that. Now we have rebellion, we have resistance. No. And cynical, like not believing this coming out of here. They're organizing. And this is Page, and this is Page. So this is new stuff coming up for them. I don't know if they don't know that, because think about it. Like one of the first things that came out that backed me up, see, I don't think they don't know it, or that they're going to find out. Absolutely, because here's the sun and here's the Knight of Wands. Oh, blaze this shit up. Okay, anyway, he's not going to be the only one coming out either. I think the plan is to make this a thing. So it's publicly seen repeatedly. I wonder who's next. This feels like another plan. It would be a good plan. Yeah, it's going to be revealed if it's not already. But like one of the things that came out was somebody who was in the military or used to be in the military. One of them, they were like, there's no way we had 10-year-old information. There's no way we had 10-year-old information. We get updates repeatedly as we're getting ready to do the target. I think it was an Air Force person. He was like, we get we get updates as we're locking, we get updates as we're doing this, we get updates. Like we're updated the entire way. There's no way we had 10-year information to say that was still a base thingy. There's no way. So I think to not know is a willingness to not know, or a fear to even talk about it. Well, they first said that it was Claude, because remember they're trying to throw Claude under the under. Look, see, look, there's a walk away here. You're trying to throw, and it's 3 o'clock celebration. I'm telling you, he's not by himself. He is supported. These are 2 cups. So these are, and he was a cup. So this is some emotional stuff, right? They know, because the cups are also like intuitive. They know this is bullshit. Like, I would have believed Grok if that came out first. But they said it was Claude. But how are you saying it's Claude when Claude has the 95% over all the AI with what it was? So you said it was Claude after Claude tells you it doesn't want you to do unmanned things or whatever. But first, like, you said it was Claude and Claude gave you 10-year-old information. First of all, Claude has not, well, I'm sure Claude has been around for 10 years for these people. But like, its information was updated though. So I'm sure they got in trouble with saying it's Claude. This boy is not alone. This man. There's a Knight of Pentacles. They are refusing to be mercenaries. I mean, I'm sure they got somebody who's willing to, like the ones going to Izzy or near Izzy to support with this thing. So there's the 10 of Cups. I feel a different family bonding. This is the 3rd time 10 of Cups has come out. And 3 of Cups. Okay, so there's definitely a family bonding. There's a group. There's, I won't say much more because of the crawlers on the social media. He's not by himself. I'll just say that. So this was deliberate. This was on purpose. This was deliberate. So how does Major Jason feel? At this time, there's the Lovers. There's a pact. There's a pact. There's a partnership. There's a union. I told you there's a group. They have no faith whatsoever in this thing. He's not by himself. Look at this, 9 of Swords. How is he feeling 9 of Swords? In reverse. He knows he's protected. He's facing his fear. recovering, extreme regret, released from the anxiety and the fear, the pressure. So underneath this Nine of Swords is he knows he's doing the right thing. He no longer has faith in those two people minimum. And this Lovers here, they have banded against this betrayal. They have banded against the abuse of the law. They have banded against these rich assholes. They they're against it. They're against, oh my God, they're against it. We got Five of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and Six of Swords, Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're not fighting with this. They're not going to fight the fight. They're going to take the fight home. Wow. There's no family like the brothers and sisters in arms. Listen, I think they got the mole. If you remember, I think this is about April or March. We were reading that there was a mole within, and I felt like they got them. But okay, what is the programming behind all of this? What is the stuff that they don't see, the overarching energy? What's running and humming beneath these actions? And what's going to transpire? What is there? We'll end with this just because it's getting late on. But this is, oh God, I wanted to do a Lido. Did I do a Lido yesterday? I think I did actually. I'm not sure. Wait, what's happening? Let me bring it back. Because of Major Jason. What is running in the background with what's happening with Major Jason? I need to know what Al did. But what's running in his background with Major Jason? Oh, y'all. When I say he's protected, he's protected, he's protected. We got the Queen of Swords. That's two queens by his side. I'm telling you, I think that lady in that video, was that Slotkin? I think the lady in the video, the video, no illegal orders. I think she's with him. We also got Three of Pentacles. Like I said, he's not alone. They had been meeting. They hashed out a plan. It's kind of incomplete, but they hashed out a plan because of this betrayal. And they're going to put an end to it. Because there's the World card again. Is that Slotkin? Okay. What hit the table, though? Ace of Swords. The truth is what is running behind all of this. The boy told no lies. Nia, not a single one. The truth. Okay? So this is going to be breakthrough. This is going to be success. The truth. He hit the news. Okay? What is the lesson to be learned here, or the impact of what he's doing? What is the lesson to be learned, or the impact of what he's doing? Three of Cups again. Told you. Oh my God. All of this. All of this. Sorry. Bruh. Yes. We have the Three of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Cups. This is 3 knights in this reading. So 3 of the 4 knights so far. Let me see what just came out in this group. We have Revelation. Revelation and success. So he has success 3 times here. And celebration. Two of Wands. So there are some plans here that are delayed, indecision. What does that reply to? There's the Devil. They're going to be exposed. This addiction, materialism, playfulness, feeling trapped. Okay. So the outcome of what he's doing, the Devil's going to be exposed. We get another 2. So the decisions are here. What do you value? Do you value an active duty, not Marine, Air Forceman, airman speaking up, knowing that he's going to jail for what he does? Or do you value holding on to your illusion of a leader? This is making people question themselves. But y'all, there's the Ace of Cups again. So he has Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. He had the Ace of Wands that he was dealing with, and he had the Ace of Pentacles. Baby, this man has the truth. Okay. Now, the Nine of Cups. This is interesting. Why are you giving me this? Why are you giving me chills? Why are you giving me chills? Why are you giving me chills? Okay. Let me clarify the Nine of Cups in reverse, because, this means loss of wealth, unlucky, failure, arrogance. I mean, that is going to be an outcome of his. But if I look again at this running underneath, this is joy. This is celebration. This is merriment. This is following your heart. That's not Nine of Cups in reverse. So is this about them, disrupting them? All right. Explain that to me, please. Can you explain the use of the Nine of Cups in reverse? I need that clarified. What does that mean? What does it mean? A double rainbow. What's going on? What is that? What is the Nine of Cups in reverse with regards to the outcome? Who is it? Because that's also a greedy card. Oh, that's why. Because now we have the World in the upright for the first time in this reading, and we've seen her 3 times in reverse. So there's completion here. So we're talking Nine of Cups, loss of wealth, unlucky, failure, arrogance. And what's clarifying this is completion. What's clarifying this is betrayal. What's clarifying this is this soldier surviving what happens to him with this Nine of Wands. But who doesn't? King of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Four of Wands. These 3 things are in reverse. Now, and there's the Six of Pentacles. Things are changing, shifting, because he has community, and he weakens it. He weakens the way these people look, because he definitely don't have a lack of courage. That's not that. That's not him. So he's weakening. He's weakened them. All right. So hold on. So let's get back to the fact that we just had four wands come straight out. Fire energy, right? This is quick shit. This is going to happen really fast. Okay, so he's going to survive all of this. He's going to be fine. But what he has done is he's given these news people, and he's going to give them lots of news. So we got a king to ace. They're going to wield their power in such a way that they're going to control public opinion negatively against those 2 people. And it's interesting. He did not mention narco or kegs. What's with that? Al is a ranking member, oversight. Not sure why he was escorting him. Maybe because nobody else would. Because one thing Al does is he steps up. But the 4 wands here, that's what that is. The King of Wands and that Ace of Wands is going to be utilized against the 4 of Wands. This is good. I'm telling y'all, that was a domino. That was a domino. Let me look at Al real quick and then we're done. I'll just have to come back to the other ones later. That was a domino. That was a domino. That was a domino. Who am I going to? Okay. Al. What was Al doing there? Oh, he did. He is. He didn't get his primary? Why was Al there? And or why did he leave? What was this? Why was Al there? Why was Rep Al there? Okay. Again, starting out with the 8 of Swords in reverse. Freedom, release, facing fears, empowerment. Okay. He was there to get the news there. He was there to get the news there. Ace of Wands, King of Wands. He left because it's part of the plan. Y'all, Nine of Swords again, in reverse. He left because it was part of the plan. Judgment in reverse. This was part of the plan. They had to make them see. Ace of Swords. He left knowing that oh my God. Five of Pentacles. Positive change. He left because they needed to see the suppression, the dictatorship. He left because people needed evidence that the military was stepping up. He left because he's the Queen of Wands. What? And then he saw from afar that the plan went perfectly as curated. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is delicious. Thank you, Al. Plan created. Tired of the imbalance. The star. Have faith. Trust the process. Oh my gosh. Oh, the chills I have are just fantastic. Yay. We're on track. Okay. I hope they don't watch my video. I hope the wrong people don't look at my video. They don't need to know what's going on. We'll just leave it at that. Oh, no more information right now. Y'all, this was all a plan. And it went perfectly. It went perfectly. He had to get arrested. Had to get arrested. It went perfectly because you have to see that we're not holding up this thing. We are also standing to protect democracy. It went perfectly. Seven of Swords, the Pied Piper, the Hermit card, shining the light on the way. Oh look, and he has a cane, does he not? I said the Pied Piper, the Hermit, y'all. I said Pied Piper. Oh my God, that's funny. Where's the Hermit card? Yep, Al has a cane. And Al is often alone. Mm-hmm. Wow. Thank you. Wait, you don't see the other sign. Y'all, the impeach, convict, and remove was there. Al was there for the point of his people. Look at the sign next to him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was a call out. That was a call out. That was a call out. I wonder what this other guy's sign says. There's two other signs. Something, something, the regime. Resist the regime. Remove the regime is what the other signs say. Yeah, y'all. Okay, I'm done because I will keep reading. Oh my God. Yeah, Al is always preaching on. Yeah, he sure is. He sure is. And why did they choose him to escort him? This is all a plan. And it went well. They said the minute he stepped away, that boy got arrested. That man got arrested. It went well. It went to plan. And they chose one of the most upstanding in the Air Force to do it. Yeah. All right, y'all. I know we got heavy things, but remember, it's a choice. It's a choice. Don't imbibe on the doom scroll. Know what you need to know at some point, and then keep it moving. Keep it moving. You are not required to suffer because other people are. You need to be as strong as possible to help those who are suffering. Okay? I'm not saying ignore them. Not at all. I'm saying you don't have to imbibe on other people's misery every single hour of every single day. You got to keep your light up. Light is what chases the dark. Dark is what smothers the light. Only one thing is more powerful, and that's light. Because light ignites other lights, just like we're doing now. I love y'all. Thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for sharing. This video will be public so you can watch it back. Uh, all of our videos are long, so you might as well treat them as podcasts, background noise, whatever. We have a good time here. If you had a good time watching us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so next time you can chat with us, because I do put subscriber only up to try to weed people out. We do get some really disrespectful people. And no, this is not of the devil. The devil never tries to heal. The devil does three things: it comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And if you watched me just now, you know that I've done none of that. All right, so I hope we have built each other up. I hope we've lit the lights for each other. And I'll see y'all next time for our Friday reading. And if you'd like your own reading, please visit the description. At this time, I do have soul readings. Those are not your typical readings. That's not a tarot reading. That is a spirit guided reading to see what you need. And we chat for a good amount of time to get some clarity. And chances are it's going to be stuff that you've already heard that you don't believe is actually for you or you're scared to take. And our conversation will give you the permission. I hope you get it. There's only 5 spots of that left. Anyway, talk to you, y'all. Talk